What it do, bruh? Talk of the town, Nintendo, Doc Trey, still holding it down, still make the best games, and you know this, bro. It's the truth. You don't like it, you can have that seatbelt.
Alright, so this is very interesting. Glad I waited a while before I did a video on this topic because at first it seemed kind of off to me. But according to one of the Wall Street Journal sources, the Nintendo Switch will include DisplayPort. Now, also they said that they suspect that the screen on the Nintendo Switch will be 1080p, which I doubt. All the reports from all the insiders up to this point have said 720p. I'm going to go with 720p because honestly, I don't care what you guys say. You say, oh, my phone is 4K. Oh, my, shut up, okay? If you're freaking talking about a cell phone size freaking screen, 6 inches, 7 inches, 8 inches, you are not seeing no huge difference at that screen size between 720p to 1080p and all that. Like, shut up, you're stupid, shut up, okay? You're not seeing no big difference. You're probably not even seeing the difference at all. If somebody told you that was a 1080p screen even though it was 720p, I bet you probably couldn't even tell the difference because the crap is only 6 inches. Shut up. Anyway, so I still believe that the screen will be 720p, if not just to keep the battery down and the cost down of the system. Now, their source also said that the games would be native 1080p and 4K on the Nintendo Switch. Now, I already did a video discussing this a while back. Check it out if you haven't already. I think pretty much most of the games on the Nintendo Switch will be native 1080p with the ability to be displayed up to 4K. Because we've seen, like, even with the NVIDIA Shield and the Tegra X1, it has the capabilities to display games at 4K. So I think that's possible. But if you're expecting the actual games to be native 4K, like, unless it looks like New Super Mario Brothers U or something, or some like indie game or something, yeah, don't expect that anytime soon, if ever, or at least on more than a handful of games. Now, what's really interesting and the takeaway from this regarding DisplayPort is we were originally under the assumption that the Switch was going to use the HDMI alt mode for USB-C, right? The problem with that is that doesn't allow for HDR. So when people saw that, they're like, oh man, that means like Nintendo Switch games won't be capable of displaying HDR. Well, if this thing about the DisplayPort is true, which is looking like that part actually is, because the people on GAF were looking through some of the patents that were posted a few months ago, and apparently DisplayPort is right there in the freaking patent. So it's looking highly likely. Now, the key thing about DisplayPort is that DisplayPort allows up to 8K. Yeah, you heard me right. 8K at 60 frames per second and HDR. All of that. So I'm not saying that the Nintendo Switch is going to be playing any kind of games at 8K, but theoretically and technically, as far as non-gaming apps, multimedia such as Netflix and Amazon Video and stuff like that, if it really does use DisplayPort and it really does use any DisplayPort versions, if it's the last two, any of the ones that's come out within the last couple years, it will be capable of displaying 8K. So that means theoretically, the Nintendo Switch could when it comes to like I said, things like Netflix or even YouTube could actually look better than when they're being displayed on like the PlayStation 4 Pro or the Xbox One or any of that stuff. When they know a lot of you guys are like, 8K, they just now coming out with 4K. Yo, man, technology doesn't stop. Okay, the next Olympics, they're already trying to display that crap in 8K on TV. Okay, it's coming. They already got TVs. They're already testing 8K TVs. They're already showing off 8K TVs. The technology doesn't stop. So you're probably asking yourself, well, why would Nintendo's cheap as hell, why would they go with DisplayPort over HDMI? Well, apparently, one, to future-proof themselves, and two, apparently to license it out. Doesn't cost that much more than it does to license out HDMI. Apparently, it's only a few more cents per unit. So, I mean, that could add up if the Switch sells a ton, but it would be worth it in the end because, you know, HDR is like a really big thing right now. And if Nintendo comes out with a new system that's incapable of doing that, it's going to look kind of bad on them. So hopefully this DisplayPort thing is true and they are future-proof themselves. And yeah, so how about that Netflix and 8K? That's it.